Hello, my lovely souls here in the collective. Welcome back to Magic with Melly. This reading here is all about manifesting. The title says it. Apparently, all you need to do is appear. Okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what came out. Let's talk about what's going to go on in this reading. So if you feel like this reading's for you, it's probably because you clicked on it. You're probably drawn to the title, but we'll get into, furthermore on that. That is a choice. And then you can see if the beginning messages resonate with you and you can continue receiving messages, or you can find that this reading is not for you and you can click off. Everything about what you do is your choice. And so whether or not you want to take advice, whether or not you need advice, all of that is subjected to you. Whether or not you even see if your situation fits here, that's all up to you. Sometimes we don't need the guidance at this time. Maybe it'll be at a different time. Maybe a different reading will work for you. Either way, I welcome you here at any point, whether you're here right now, in the past, or in the future. All of my readings are timeless. Just take whatever you need and leave the rest for somebody else because it's probably here because they need it. And so we have the King of Cups. And so I really love this King of Cups card because it has the whale on it. It's just this really big energy. I'm hearing that some of you are really big dorks. Some of you are probably just really great at making jokes, making laughter occur, making happiness occur. But what about your happiness? What about your manifesting? What about your magic? And so with the King of Cups, we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty of this because King Cups, I think we're pretty solid in what we know we want, at least what we think it might feel like. And so it's all about coming into control of that, or having that in our hands. Now let's talk about this energy. There's a couple of cards in the Giant Rider-Waite for you guys. We have the Queen of Swords, we have Chariot, we have an Eight of Swords, and also a Nine of Wands. So, Queen of Swords. It's been communicated recently some faults, some mishaps, some mistakes. And, it's this Queen of Swords is emanating this energy of managing your boundaries and speaking on your boundaries, and even having a sense of empathy, or even just placing your energy towards how can I communicate what's right for me. We have the Chariot, and now it's like you've made these communications, whether it's verbal or paper or written, like that's what I mean, like verbal or written on paper or text, or however that is. There has been some sort of line of communication. Like, this sort of situation's been exhausting, where you find yourself appearing, or what appears before you, is exhausting you. Some of us feel kind of stuck in our situations, I'm hearing, because we have this Queen of Swords. It puts you in this place where sometimes your words are too harsh, or sometimes your energy is too harsh, and we're like too, it's all this go energy. Because again, the Chariot, it's this go energy in regards to, like, that some situations exhaust you, and you need to see forward movement on the other party, from the other party, whether it's a person or a job situation or a group situation, individual, like whatever it is. You've done a lot on your end, to the point where now you need to speak up on boundaries, so you're not like overgiving, or you're not, like, it's just something with boundaries here, and Queen of Swords and how you feel. Like you're just protecting and being careful there. And so then you want to see forward movement in the other direction where, like, you know, because it could be you're the giver, you want to see receiving, or the other way around, your person's a giver and they want to see receiving, or something to do with a job application, you know, some paperwork, waiting for paperwork to process. Maybe you need to, you know, you recently filled out important paperwork to get paid and you're waiting for that to get processed, because you just don't want any of this stuck energy anymore. This is lots of stuck, exhausted energy. You've come to a breaking point where you can't take any more of this energy. And so we have it back here with this Chariot. You've had enough, you're saying enough, you've done enough, and now it's like you're waiting. Now there's a lot of like this, you press go, now you're waiting because this energy is there. It's there. You need to kind of clear more of it, clear some space for your manifesting to come in, because we have back of the deck King of Pentacles and behind it Queen of Wands. You're really attractive right now, Queen of Wands, and this is, you're really attracting in your King of Pentacles. Your King of Pentacles is around the corner. This person is really grounded. This person is really in control. This person that has some sort of some sort of structure or solid, someone who is solid when it comes to planning, or even solid when it comes to their energy towards you, solid when it comes to their own stability, their own life. If you are wanting that, that is definitely coming in for the collective. All you have to do is kind of make sure you're showing up in the places that your heart is speaking to you, and that we can definitely get into it. I'm going to leave this King of Cups up here in the corner. I have 2 tarot decks and pre-shuffled oracle cards for you. Let's get into what we need to know for the collective this Monday. What we need to know for the collective this Monday, for the highest good of all, just for the highest good of the collective. Trusting that we're protected, respected, and loved in this collective, and that no messages are out to intend harm, but meant for our highest good. Sometimes we're in situations that aren't for our highest good, and we're trying to help you detach, or try and help you stay attached to actually circumstances that, you know, situations that are actually good for you. Some of us are deciding where should we be showing up, what should we be, where should we be placing ourselves, whether it's at work, romantically, like who's our partner, what's our dream job, what's our ultimate job going to be, because I think no matter what age you are in, there's going to be lots of shifts coming in and out. Some of them are bigger and smaller than others. You know, we have Ace of Wands, and here we have 10 of Pentacles reverse, King of Pentacles reverse. Let's talk about that King of Pentacles again. Excuse me, these fell on the floor. We have 5 of Pentacles, and we have 6 of Swords reverse, and we have 9 of Cups reverse. Okay, so earlier when I was saying we definitely know what we want, we have this Ace of Wands. Somewhere in the collective that's going to resonate, whether it's your person really knows they want you, or you know what kind of energy you want, you know, how you want to be treated, and it's about like finding what that looks like, or matching someone who sees you this way. Like, it's something about this with the Ace of Wands. I also am hearing like bunnies, like bunnies, like, you know, like how bunnies reproduce a lot. And so maybe it's a lot of sexual energy. Maybe you guys are always on top of one another, and because this card is literally orange as well, and this bunny kind of looks like it's on a pole. Not to make this really explicit, I know that my channel is of all ages, but a lot of us If we're dealing with another connection, we're of age to be dating, so you might be having a lot of sexual energy occurring here. Maybe that's what it's about. All you need to do is show up, and they're all up on you already. Maybe you're at work and a lot, like all you need to do is show up because everybody needs your help, everybody needs you, everybody wants you, because maybe you're the best worker. Dang, like you guys are powerful people, okay? But we have this 10 of Pentacles reverse, and we have King of Pentacles reverse. Something about what you think your heart wants. There's a little bit of a detachment going on here, okay? Because Five of Pentacles is like cold energy, detached energy. But look, it's this koala. This card makes me think it's a koala. And honestly, it looks like it's taking off like a bandage or something. And it's, there's a plant growing up behind it with pentacles. So I really just think you need to, clean up old wounds, clear that stuff up, heal your stuff. Because right here, 10 of Pentacles reverse, King of Pentacles, all this green. Oh my gosh, I think your heart space is gonna feel really good. And it's about sort of taking your time here with the Five of Pentacles. Taking your time here to clean up your wounds, heal them, and reapply yourself towards this King of Pentacles. If you know who this King of Pentacles is for you, or what this King of Pentacles is for you, then give yourself space to heal and then reapply yourself and see what happens. Because I don't like this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It makes me feel like, and you guys probably feel this way too, that you're going to have it just stolen away from you. Because that's this energy that you get from raccoons. Immediately you get thief from raccoons. And it's all this misunderstood energy. I think there's misunderstanding here. And you need to reapply yourself and see what the true misunderstanding is. Are you misunderstanding your intuition? Are you turning a blind eye to your intuition? Are you are you trying to be a good person? Is the person you're trying to be a good person for also a good person? And even like the job situation, like if you're a good individual and you do good things, is the job force, is your work situation going to be doing good things for you? Are they doing good things in general? And maybe sometimes that part doesn't apply, but then look at your part as an individual. Maybe in the bigger, grander scheme of things, like I said, with companies and what they're doing, maybe you'll, reapply somewhere else. I'm hearing like somewhere else or something else for some. Because we have the Six of Swords reverse. I think you're refusing to let nature take its course, let a natural thing occur. Hanging on to too tightly to something, hanging on to too much of an idea of how something should go. It could really cause resentment. It could really cause upset. It could really cause disappointment that's not really necessarily placed. A lot of times, hearing the affirmation or intention by someone or something, or the job, like understanding what the bigger picture is usually what is better placed than holding on to something very, very specific, very, very small between you and one another, or you and another job. But then realize that if you are repeating the same, right, having the same thing, because I have this Nine of Cups reverse, and the way that I'm seeing this Nine of Cups, this is the back of the deck energy, as you can see, but it's like this genie, okay? And it's like, if you're constantly manifesting the same thing over and over and over, and you're constantly unhappy, eventually that's just what you're manifesting. You're reappearing in the same places that have caused you to be unhappy. So you need to appear somewhere that does make you happy. manifesting is all about making sure that you show up for yourself, show up for others, show up, show up. That's what it's about. So let me see what happens when we have the deck. Six of Cups. Excuse me. Dolphins are really creative animals. Like I said earlier, with the sexual energy, you guys are probably all in that. But I think this energy is very genuine here, that some of us in the collective have people that in your life that want to grow old with you, like that want to like experience your life with you and like check in with you, or like be there with you as much as they can, as much as they physically can. And there is this like whole thing of making memories with one another. I'm really getting this energy here of there is genuine energy around you, and if you're not seeing it, it's definitely there for you somewhere, someplace. If you don't already know it, it's there. Even if you don't know it or feel it, it's always available for you. The love and abundance in the world is always available for you. Whether you know it or feel it or not, it's always there. You have to just remind yourself, make a prayer, say a prayer over it, or, have your like little moment over it, and say maybe to your spirit guides or your angels, or say to yourself, however you want to take that in, say something that is along the realms of manifesting, of an affirmation. Like, I want love to come in. I want money to come in naturally. It comes naturally to me. And when you open your eyes, maybe right away, it might be a few weeks, it might be a few days, it might be a few months. Okay, you have to be patient about what the manifesting is, but it's because and how strong it is, but it is coming. You have to appear where your heart flows. It could be just you're interested in going to a show or an event. You've never been there before. You're really nervous. You're really anxious. Everything about it's uncomfortable because you've never been there. Everything's you don't know anything about it. Go. Like, I've heard this. It was like this message. It was like fear. It was like about fear, and it was like the thing about fear is that you should do it hella afraid anyway. I don't know how to phrase it the same where it strikes the same as it did for me. But if you have fear, do it afraid. I don't know why that's helpful, but it is. And so if this part of the reading worked for you, then let's get into the oracle cards. I just don't like seeing that Nine of Cups reversed, so I flipped it over. But let's see what's here. It says, surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So even when things suck, be happy. Be happy that things suck. Be happy that you're alive, because like you could still have those moments of creating, memories and things and good things during bad times. Sometimes some of the worst times also included some of the highest, best times. And I could definitely account for that in middle school when it was my first time going over to my friend's house after like about one or two of my friends were inappropriately and very wrongly accused of bullying, like to the degree that they were bullying. It was kind of more verbal bullying, and they really, really learned from that. But there was like claims of physical bullying and all this other verbal stuff that didn't happen, and I attested for them. I like spoke for them, and because it was blatant lies actually, and it was awful because there's so many testimonials saying that she was a liar. It was embarrassing to be a liar on court. And it's like, that's a whole example where I'm saying a whole group of mine went to court based on lies. And that's embarrassing for one. So make sure you're not lying, because then like that person just had to remove themselves from the school district after that. And that stuff stays with you in your karma life, like, you know, your life stuff. But anyway, that was the first time I ever hung out at my friend's house. Otherwise, I don't think that the situation would have called for us to hang out at that person's house. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we made a good time out of a bad time, and I repeatedly have done that throughout my life. When my car I've literally gotten physical attacks on my car, and I am very well good at taking care of myself and making sure I don't go emotionally over when I'm having a mental breakdown. I make sure I'm taking care of myself through these things. Like, surrendering to joy is really important. Don't just let the shitty circumstances that are happening to you just happen to you. Like, you have to outbalance that yourself in your own life. You're in control of your life. The life kind of just tests you. Are you going to take in good things, or are you going to take in bad things? Are you going to take in bad things and give up? Are you going to take in good things and, you know, and then turn around and throw it in people's faces? And, you know, like, because some people with success, all they do is be like, look at my success, look at my success. And that's ugly energy. And that's when you see them be really, really successful in the face of, like, the public, and then they fall in front of everybody. And so you wonder, why are they so successful? Why are you so successful? It's a whole karma build, and on an individual level. So make sure that when you are just surrendering to anything, that it will be to be your happiness, to be happy. Surrender comparisons with other people. A lot of blockages with happiness is because of comparisons here. I think this card's really important in this reading specifically. Also, like, it just highlights a lot of things already that's going on in this reading. And so this card says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Because, yeah, that says enough. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yeah, the overthinking a goal can really get you, okay? Because you have to accept where you are right now, and that's where the play thing is going to be helpful, to just make sure you're still enjoying yourself at the same time as meeting your goals. Like I said, when things are bad, you're still enjoying yourself. When things are hard, you're still enjoying yourself. When things are easy, you're still enjoying yourself, making it fun, making it play, make work play. It could be, that's what you need to do, is that if your work is boring for you, you need to find something that's fun and fulfilling and nourishing for you, or something in the workspace that brings you that, or something in your connection that brings you that. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And this last card says, surrender your need to always be right. So sometimes you don't even know what your actual path is, or what the right answer is. And sometimes it's all about, like, just letting the universe show you what it is. And it shifts. The shift can be really uncomfortable. It could be the opposite of what you wanted for that single day, or for that week, or for that person, or for that job. It could be just, you aren't always right about how things are supposed to go. Things are how they are because they're meant to be how they are. So accept right now and appear where you need to be. Place yourself where you need or where you want to be. Measure how much of this you have given yourself. There is need versus want. And meeting your needs all the time is wonderful. Food, water, gas. Food, water, gas, air, like all bills, XYZ. But then there's, like, the wants. There has to be some measure of, like, meeting those. Just, that's probably just a message for some that don't recognize that within themselves, that they don't give to themselves enough. But we have surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So this could be even not only in an intimate relationship, but in the workplace. You're not the only person that can be right. Everyone can be right. So tune in on what elements of their argument or what elements of what they're saying and doing is right. Focus on what's right. Don't focus on what's wrong. Okay, because that could be what's really wrong in the relationship. Is just focusing on what's wrong. Nothing I mean, if there is something wrong, there's a lot wrong with just only focusing on that. Make sure that you're bringing in what's right, like affirming what's right to your partner, because after being beaten down so much, they're gonna need to hear affirming words, and even you in the workspace, like, to keep your motivation up, maybe you need to have more motivational phrases said to you, or be in a place that where you get that, either in the workspace or at home when you come home from work. Whatever this is for you, apply that. We gain power from again and again allowing ourselves to choose the kind of reckless that allows us to be vulnerable, genuine, and brave in pursuit of our dreams. So again, I'm seeing the Nine of Cups again, but this time I'm seeing it as right side up, so I'm gonna put it there. We gain power again and again and again, allowing ourselves to choose the kind of recklessness that allows us to be vulnerable. The choices of your manifesting. It could be just a random event that you show up at, and you could meet the love of your life there. Or you could get a job opportunity there. It could be showing up for the first time at a place you've never been, meeting people you've never met, all these things you've never done in order for you to in the pursuit of your dreams. You don't know. And that is like the haunting beauty of it, honestly. It's haunting, it's so scary, but it's so rewarding because it's scary. It's like that big risk, big reward type of feeling. Showing up again and again and again. Owning this life truth is freeing. I am not in charge or responsible for the wrecks others have created in their lives, and I do not need to save everyone in my life. That could be important for you. You don't need to save people. You don't need to save everyone. You don't need to save anybody but yourself. If you see someone going down, save yourself. Save yourself. Make sure that in the process of saving them, that they're not going to take you down too. That's what that means. Not leave them, not abandon them, don't leave them dry, don't leave them hanging, but it's like the life truth is, just because someone is going down doesn't mean you have to go down too. Doesn't mean that you have to give up all of your things too. Them being jealous, like, that is their own issue. Them, like, you built your own structure or your own system, your own way of working, and like that is your own free truth. Like, what you built, all of that stuff, it's like your truth. It's yours. So don't let others chaos kind of try and take down anything strong that you've made for yourself. We cannot timidly wait for everything to fall into our laps. We will receive only as we rise and march, for destiny turns its ear to those without fear. Remember what I was saying about do it afraid? Just do it afraid. It'll be okay. Think of like a bird flying. You have to fall before you fly, and that's terrifying, but how else are you going to learn how to fly? We are to be radiant, grateful, buoyant people, floating, shining, thankful. We must not lose the urgency of this moment as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. So start something today on this really good energy, flowing heart energy. Start something. Do that project. Go out. Go to nature. Do it. I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. So like this thing is like, a lot of times we say, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm going to do this. And then you say it. Sometimes you say it and that's like what you manifest. You manifested words. Manifesting words makes your thought stronger. Okay? But now that you made words, then it's a matter of taking action to make your word stronger. Do you want someone to have faith in your word? You need to take action behind your word. The same action that you said. Otherwise, make words to form what's actually going on. Stoking fear in my heart is like someone who is afraid. It's really easy to be afraid. There's a lot of things we don't know. And we fear the unknown very easily because we don't know. We don't know. Like, it's just, we just don't know. So it's scary. And so it's like, if you make a choice to do it afraid, and you go, I'm going to go to a concert, or I'm going to go to this thing. Someone someone says, are you going to be okay? What if blank? What if blank? Instilling fear. Are you going to let them stop you from having fun? Is that necessarily going to happen just because they said it? No, like they have that in their heart. It might happen to them because maybe their karma is, maybe that's in their karma. But is it in your karma? You know that they don't. So they're speaking on themselves, they're speaking on their fear. Don't take in their energy. This is what this is saying. Do not take in somebody's energy. If you have a goal, make sure you meet their goal. Make sure you meet the goal. Because energy is really easy to transfer. Someone who's really motivational can motivate a lot of people. Someone who's really depressed can also cause a lot of heartache and depression. Because that energy, it spreads if you're not in control of it or actively working on these things. Noticing what your own energy is like and cycling the type of energy that you do want in your life, because some of us can't help if you have a negative energy and you want to be more positive. That's a working process. Same thing, like if you want to be more logical and less, I don't know, like less of a pushover and more logical, or like just applying yourself in different ways. It's a work in process. It's not a natural, sometimes it's not a natural flow. Sometimes you do have to appear appear somewhere new, or like appear differently, show up differently, or show up in a different place. Like, that is a unique phrase. That phrase will be taken in uniquely for your situation. How whatever your heart is calling you. Do you want to dress differently? Do you want to have new friends? Do you want to have a new job? Do you want to have a new location? Like, all you need to do is show up and make, like, according to plan. I'm really hearing the phrase according to plan. So you could have equally a very tight grip on it and a very loose grip on it. The situation is just going to be your own and what's comfortable for you and what you're willing to step out of your comfort zone for. Okay, moving forward, we have house. Okay, like I was saying, some of us in the collective, this is our move that we want, or this is what we have. Okay, and we have main female reverse. Maybe we recently lost a main female. Maybe you lost yourself and you're the main female. Maybe you're concerned about a main female in your life, a motherly figure, a sister, something like that. But moving forward, unexpected income. There's going to be money coming in either because of work or because of something that happens, an event that's going to bring in money, whether it's the worldly circumstance giving you an extra paycheck, because there's like some loopholes sometimes like that, or it could be work gives you a raise. It could be that workflow increases. It could be that you could get a better job. It could be many things with this unexpected income. But we have toil and labor. A lot of the work you've done so far is working for you. And we have judication. There's going to be a situation where concerning this false person and thief. Okay, we have false person and thief and change. So because you made a change regarding this false person, this person that takes from you, this person that steals from you, this person that's just not good for you, all of this stuff is going to come back into order. It's going to come back into order, whether it's in a courthouse or by just, you know, piecing out and being civil with on an individual level. It could be in the workspace that you're dealing with someone who's stealing a lot and they're, you know, saying that they're not the person that's stealing. Whatever that is, if you don't want to be a part of it, change it. You know, if you don't want to be a part of it, change it. Something shady way. Soulmates and connection place. So again, something shady, some shady stuff is happening and you need to kind of just make a plan surrounding it so you don't fall as like collateral is what I'm hearing. Like you don't want to be part of like collateral damage or anything or any sort of damage period. But like if you just, some of us have to be careful. If there's a court case going to be happening, we got to be careful. We have soulmates in connection place, the devil. Some of us in the collective could have had someone recently go to jail or come out of jail. It could be that you were a hermit or coming out of hermit mode. We have the star card, so it's just like wondering how to pull our energy to protect ourselves, how to keep ourselves balanced, how to keep ourselves protected, how to keep our emotions in control, how to keep everything in our life in control so we don't just go out of balance, out of whack. We have justice, reciprocity, avenue, win or lose way, waiting patiently, avenue. It's a party place. So we have, these are, so 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 15, 9, 17, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 11, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Hangman. We want even, we want equality, we want good things in all of, we want, it's obvious, okay? It's very easy to want and want and want and want and give and give and give and take and take and take or whatever. But we need this reciprocity, win or lose way. You need to speak up on boundaries, and when there's been an overgiving or when there's been anything wrong, when there's anything shady, you need to mention it, win or lose, whether or not the person's going to respond well or not. Because it's the truth. Because it's the truth. You need to speak this truth. Affirm, I will speak the truth. And only the truth. No harm, you know, just affirm these things. Waiting patiently, avenue. So while you're waiting for the turn of how things will go, by just showing up, you know, like just manifesting. Sometimes it's like manifesting and just waiting for it, you know, manifesting and waiting for it, taking the steps, planting the seeds, and then waiting for the manifesting to grow. And so while you're doing that, make it a party, make it happen. Hanged man was the back of the deck energy. So it's like, get out of this hanged man energy. Don't be, I'm still deciding. Like, yes or no. You know, and then once you've done all you can do, then it's just a waiting game. You'll see what you need to see. Your manifesting's coming. You just need to show up. Don't wait to show up, you know, just show up. Don't hesitate. This is what this thing is saying with the hangman. Do not hesitate. Just do. Just do what you want. Just do what you want. It'll be all right. All you gotta do is show up. And you will see. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, and that's going to be the end of the reading. What else does the collective need to hear today on this Melly Monday? Okay, I have King of Cups again and Nine of Pentacles. I love that Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. So it's like after when you choose what to manifest, it's going to ground. Whatever you choose to manifest, it will ground. You're going to be feeling really deep. You're going to be feeling really deep. You're going to be feeling really connected. And you're going to be feeling at peace. And I hear a vacation coming through for some of us. I'm hearing the name Pete or Peter. I'm seeing the color yellows. I'm seeing blues. I hear throat chakra, solar plexus chakra, root chakra, crown chakra. I'm hearing the name Ryan. I'm hearing pandas are relevant. I'm hearing turtles are relevant. I also hear... I've been hearing that song Cater by Tink and 2 Chainz. I just like really love that song. It was recommended by Exclusively Intuitive. So maybe you need to listen to that song if you want to. I'm also hearing Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You. So some of us have someone that doesn't matter like who, what, when, where, why. That they're fine as long as they got you. That all you need to do is show up. It doesn't matter all these other things, you know, in the aftermath of some of our arguments. So in the aftermath of some of the situations you've been in, some of us, it's just like, if I ain't got you, you know, it don't matter. None of these other things matter. And so, what other names am I hearing? I'm hearing Bianca. I'm hearing Monica. I'm hearing Tyler. I'm hearing Matthew. I'm hearing the word Annie and Judy. Okay, and then the numbers 4s and 2s could be significant, as well as 9s. Okay, lovelies, I believe that is all for my collective. Goodbye. I love you all, and take care. Hopefully, we will be connecting over the week. You can book Magic with Melly, and that will be it for card reading for this time for the collective. There's personal readings and there's crystal healing available, Magic with Melly, and a ton of free resources. You know, just if you connect on the pages and stuff, just let me know if you would like to make sure that your energy is part of the collective. Make sure that your energy is found on the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, share, however you feel you need to do that on Instagram or YouTube or anywhere. Just make your energy known so that it could be read in the collective. Okay, that is absolutely it for all the messages. Take care. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you find yourself to be. Bless up